Hey gang, Matt here from Tucker Barbecues. Today we're going to cook for a crowd. We're going to do 4 chickens on the one grill, the Charcoal Deluxe Pro XL. This will take around 40 minutes to say. Okay, so let's get started. This grill gives us 3 great features. The first one is the adjustable winding tray for the charcoal tray, so you can actually increase the heat and decrease the heat. The front loading charcoal door, so you can easily just load your charcoal as you're burning, so you don't actually interrupt your cook. Also, the motor here. This is for the integrated skewer system that we're going to have a look at very shortly. So first up, for a charcoal barbecue, you need to start up the charcoal. 2 ways to actually do it. Okay, we're going to use the charcoal cup method, or you can use the TP method in the actual barbecue. So today we're going to use the black box professional grade charcoal from Charcoal HQ, the Tucker chimney cup. You may ask why I'm using a charcoal chimney. It's because I have a side burner here and it's really good to actually do a bigger barbecue and a bigger cook with the bigger size charcoal. So lighting the charcoal with a chimney cup, it's around 15 to 20 minutes. So today we're going to use the long prong for the Tucker. I've got some quite large chickens. What I've done is I'm just going to I've split them up in half so I can actually get a couple on one prong. Okay, best way to do it is pat the chicken dry. Generally you can do whatever you want. Easier just to do the long prong first. So if the meat isn't turning properly on the rotisserie, 9 times out of 10, it's not balanced properly. Even just take it back up off the barbecue and just re-skewer it. So we're going to do 3 more like this. You may see some dangly bits hanging off. Just cut them off because you don't want them to start basically burning. Today I'm going to give some Boar's Night Out love. Okay, we also like to use lanes, but you might have a favorite rub. But I'm just going to use these 2 at the moment. Remembering, too much will burn. Just put a good amount on, just to give it that nice crisp on the skin. So do on the skin side, flip her over to the flesh side. You might ask when the charcoal is ready. Okay, when it's ready to cook, is when it's hot white. Get it white, that is at its hottest, because it's actually a clean smoke. Now, as you're putting on the chicken, you've got to take into consideration the weight balance, okay? So what you do now is I've got the charcoal set out. I've got charcoal, then I'll go chicken, charcoal, chicken. So obviously adjusting can actually turn quite freely, because sometimes if it doesn't turn freely, your skewer might be bent. So you might need to have a look at that. Now that we've got it all started, we need to bring the charcoal up a bit, just to give it a bit more heat and get this thing cooking properly. Going back to the skewer rotation, as you can see here, the load's pretty balanced. It's gonna move pretty freely, and that's what you want. So it'll actually give a good even cook. Inside the hood here, you've got this awesome rack here, the warming rack. You can put some great vegetables up here, and it's an add-on to actually do as you cook on the barbecue. You can put it up there just to keep it warm. Tucker Barbecues, we don't just stock awesome barbecues and charcoal stuff. We have other accessories like meat thermometers, tongs, tools, cleaning equipment. These thermometers you can actually just put in to test the temperature onto your mobile phone. Works really well. We're after about 74 degrees for cook temperature. Another handy product at Tucker Barbecues is the long tongs. Great for hot charcoal like this, to actually do good reaching and all that for charcoal, and on your barbecue grill. It's so handy. With charcoal cooking, you don't need to overload it because it'll get way too hot. So all you do is a nice even layer of just regular cooking. If you're doing indirect cooking, just small piles along the actual charcoal tray. So here, with the charcoal on both sides and the chicken in the middle, the chicken fat just drops straight down into the tray, not onto the charcoal. And if that happens, it'll throw up black smoke and darken your chicken. One of the awesome features with the Charcoal Deluxe Pro XL is the heavy-duty integrated rotisserie system. It can carry up to 20 kilos per skewer, and it's got a full-speed motor here. Now, with a variable speed motor, going slower can actually burn your food a bit quicker, but if you can speed this up a bit more, and it'll cook more evenly. Another great thing with the motor for the Charcoal Deluxe Pro, if you don't have a power cord handy nearby, you can actually use a power bank. The hood here creates like an oven chamber, okay? So now you just pull this down to actually enclose all that beautiful heat here, and it comes down to the stoppers here. Your skewers can keep turning. Here has a temperature gauge. Now we're cooking at about 200 degrees, which is a good optimal heat for roasting. We've got the heat going here as like an oven-like chamber. I wanted to get it hotter, so you use your air vents here, you open up. Sometimes when you're doing indirect cooking, similar to what we're doing now, you would open up the charcoal side. But because we've scattered the charcoal, charcoal, chicken, you can actually open these both up a bit more just to pull more air into the cook. With the Charcoal Deluxe Pro XL, you can actually add on so many things with the rotisserie here. You can have the big rotisserie across the bar here. You've got the long prong. You can have take the hood off and have a tri-gear rotisserie. So you can do 3 or 4 different meats at once in the one barbecue. I've got some tasty chipotle sauce to put on this here. It's quite thick, so put in some water so it just doesn't burn once you baste it onto it. You may notice in the Charcoal Deluxe Pro XL that there's 13 spots here for 13 skewers. With the unit, you'll get 7. You can always add on more, but 7 is pretty generally enough for what you'd actually have, like chicken, vegetables, pork, or whatever you actually cook. But all I'm saying, you can go up to 13. Food's pretty much done now, so let's get it off the Charcoal Deluxe Pro and get it cut up, and let's serve up some salad with it. 4 chickens, 1 grill, perfect results.